Okay, so the last video here is how to set up AWS Certificate Manager, right? Because at the end of the day, we need to make sure that this application is secured, right? So how do we do that? So the way to do that is two different ways. So I'm going to go to the easiest way because it's already part of the load balancer. So I'm going to add security on the load balancer, right? And also open up 443 on the security group level. So here's how we do that. So I need to go back to the AWS console and I need to go to my AWS Certificate Manager. Just type in certificate. It should come up. Yep, Certificate Manager right here. And when you see this, right, to create a certificate is actually very simple. So you just do a request and you have two options. One is public and one is private. I don't have an option for private at the moment. So you're gonna do a public certificate. You put in a fully qualified domain, meaning your website that you want to secure. In this case, the website I want to secure is, the server carwash.com. I already have that. So you put in that information here. You choose the DNS validation. RSA option is fine, and you request. Okay, so that's all you do. Once you have that set up, you're going to come back to this page where you see the list of your certificate. It takes a little bit of time to load up. Most likely, when you get it, you click on it. And what you could do, you can create a record from here. So this is already set up within the console. So actually, matter of fact, let's do a duplicate real quick. And you can attach this directly to your Route 53. And I think that's probably the easiest way to go about this, right? Right now, if I look at my Route 53, under this hosted zone, I don't see those records, right? But I can actually attach that record directly from my certificate. I hope this works. So we're just gonna do, let me see, certificates, go back here. And seems like it's already attached to one. So let's see, create a record in AWS. All right. So it seems like the record is already created within AWS. I just have to pull it into my, most likely I won't be able to because let's see, we do, let me check something, CNAME. Yeah. So the only way I can probably bring this in is by, let me see if I can do, because I think I've already mapped this before to one of my, yeah. So it's okay. This here is what I would do. I can map I don't want to map this directly to my Route 3. I can still map it to my load balancer, right? So I'm just going to open up my load balancer here. Go to search, ELB, or just EC2. You'll see your ELB on that EC2. So you come down here on the load balancers. Here's your load balancer. What I need to do is under listeners and rules, I need to add additional listener here. And this time around, I'm going to do HTTP, okay? And I can do the redirect here if I want to, but I already have a target group. That's fine. And I'm going to keep going. And here I have my certificate. So I can use one of my TLS certificates and I can just select the certificate from here, which is this CloudWatch. right? Okay, and that's pretty much it. And I just add, and that is done. It says not reachable. It might take a little bit of time because it can be reached, but that's fine. And I'm gonna hit refresh. Why is it not reachable? Security group, the load balancer below don't allow the traffic, which is fine. So here is what I need to do. I need to go to security group, and I think I told you guys I need to edit that security group anyway. So I need to click on it and edit, because right now it's only 2 ports that's open, 22 and 80. Edit this inbound, and I need to add and to do HTTPS from anywhere. Okay, and save your rule. And now if I go back to my load balancer and I go to listener, if I hit the refresh, that should go away, right? I think I saved that, correct? Yeah, it's saved. Yeah, that should go away. Security. What else does it want? Yeah, I got 443. Security group for your load balancer does not allow traffic on this listener port. I already did that, so I'm not gonna waste too much time on that. That is already done. I'm gonna click on it, but I just need to do some rules redirection. So to do some rules redirection, what I need to do is if I go over here, and I think it just went away. That issue just went away. Yeah, it's gone. All right, so if I go over here, what I want to do is I want to edit this rule, right? So I'm going to click on, let me go back. I'm going to click on this forward to targets rules. And that should bring some kind of, let me see. Oh, wrong. Let me go back. Add rule, sorry, add rule. And the rule condition, let me see. I'm gonna go to nests. I need to change the condition of this rule. That's what I need to do. Now, something I need to do here. But let's just test this out first to make sure this is working. Where's my website? All right. Okay, that is not working. Okay, let's see. All right, well, I know why it's not working. All right, so we need to do a redirect. Right now, it's not accepting any traffic that is not secure, right? And I know why. So I'm gonna do HTTPS // It's able to get to it. And you can see the traffic is now secure, right? But I can only get to it if somebody type in HTTPS / servercowatch.com. But what if somebody type in www. What happens? I get cannot be reached. You guys know why? Don't worry, you'll get to understand why. So, but you know that it's working, right? I'm just gonna take out the dub. And I'm gonna hit enter here. It's working fine. That's exactly what I'm looking for, right? And if I keep hitting refresh, it should be jumping from one server to the other, right? It's getting connection. You know, your load balancer is working. my certificate is secured, my website is secured, and if I look at my certificate, it's valid, and if I look at the date, it's good till July 2024, right? So it's a secure website at this point. And this is done through what we call the Certificate Manager. Now, why is www.servercarwash, why is it not working, right? Couple of things we can do to make this change, right? Even after, if I go into the load balancer and I do some redirect rules here, right? And forward to target group, that's not what I'm looking for. There's something here as far as how, let me go to action. Select this first, action, edits, rules. And let's see, redirects. Let me see. Protocol port, direct to HTTP 443. Permanently removed. I think that's what it is. Full URL. Okay. Let's see. They changed this thing up. It wasn't like this before. You know, AWS always changed the look of everything. So it wasn't like this before, but let's see what it says. Routing action. Redirect to URL. Oh, we're not gonna do that. Forward it to targets. And target is, where you know that. And let me cancel that. I'm gonna leave that because that's not really what I'm looking for. I'm gonna go back once and I'm just going to, okay, that's the rule. Manage rule, edit rule. Yeah, that's gonna bring me back here. The rule that I'm looking for, guys, is how to redirect my traffic if somebody, you know, from a secure to non-secure. But that is not even a big deal here. The most important part I really want to show you is how to modify that www stuff not working. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go to Route 53 real quick. And I'm going to go to my hosted zone. And under here, the carwash.com, I need to add one more rule here, create. And the rule is going to be ... right? And alias, the same thing. Endpoint is application load balancer, US not, and this is it, right? And create. Now, if somebody goes in and type in www dot, but before it wasn't working, right? But if I type in www dot now, it should work. Yep. And now that is also working. And if I hit refresh, it should be jumping from one server to the other. My account, my website is secured, everything is good, right? So we just did a full-blown, you know, we just did a full-blown project here, right? And I want you guys to try the same thing over the weekend, and hopefully you can learn one or two things, right? So we were able to deploy a couple of things today. Two things that we're able to do. A few things that we're able to do. So we created two servers, and inside that server, we put in these two Bootstrap user data. We bootstrap those two servers with each user data, right? And that's how I'm able to separate which one is which here, guys. So if you look at my user data clearly, it tells me when it's server 1, server 2, right? That's that. And it's also spitting out the host name, which is my private IP address, right? Then we create a load balancer and target group, and we put everything together, right? Then from there, we also create Route 53, CloudFront, and AWS Certificate Manager to help secure the website, right? Or your application. So I hope you guys learned something, right? I've chopped this recording into multiple chunks so that you don't get overwhelmed. So trying to watch one recording at a time, and that will help you out. All right. Thank you and good night. And I'll talk to you on Monday or Tuesday or Thursday or Saturday, right? Depending on what class you are in. All right. Thank you. Good night.